All right, my protein snack reviews have been few and far between lately. I want to get back into it just because this is fun for me and an easy thing to do. I just haven't been seeking out a lot of new protein snacks. And honestly, I wasn't seeking this one out, nor did I really want to buy it. But if I see the words protein on a label, I buy it and I try it for you guys. This is Atkins Protein Cookies. And I don't know, so I guess there's two pieces to this that make me not too excited. One is that this is Atkins and my expectations for it are relatively low, although I have had the Atkins protein bar. It was very much a generic protein bar, but it was actually decent, so maybe this will be okay. But two, I think I was listing things, two, or B, I have no idea what I said. The second item is that protein cookies are gross. Pretty much every protein cookie that I've had has been pretty bad. Some of them are average, I guess, but I haven't had any that are above average. Atkins is basically, they were low carb before low carb was cool. It was like them and South Beach Diet, I think, at the time. They're still kicking, so obviously the products they're making are somewhat decent, I guess. It's like a hurricane all of a sudden. They are setting their own expectations. I'm going to read you a little blurb they have here. If you're thinking, how good could an Atkins cookie be? Get ready for a little surprise! All caps. And that is what I'm thinking. How good can an Atkins cookie be? Because if you like your chips rich and chocolatey and your cookie soft and chewy and moist, then you're in for a very delicious surprise. So they're setting the bar high for themselves, because I was going to say, just based on the photo, that it kind of looks dry, but they're saying this cookie is going to be soft and chewy and moist. All right, Atkins, I guess we'll see. You did this to yourself, though. You set that expectation high. A 170 calorie cookie, 11 grams of fat. It's got 13 carbs, but the net carbs, according to them, are 3 because of the addition of sugar alcohols, and 10 grams of protein. So for our purposes, for the protein cookie aspect, 170 calories, 10 grams of protein. Not horrible, especially I've seen much worse for cookies. Like, I mean, if we're talking like Lenny and Larry's cookies, they're bigger, but it's like 400 calories and 16 grams of protein, I think. So the ratio on these is definitely better. It smells exactly like you would expect a protein cookie to smell like. Looks-wise, this is pretty much identical to the Quest cookies. I feel like it's like almost spongy looking. There is 0% chance that this is going to be gooey and moist. I guess it's soft, but it's definitely not gooey. This does look identical to the Quest cookies, which of all the protein cookies I've tried, those have been my favorite. Low bar, I still think that they're just okay, but those have been my favorite. Looks-wise, I'll let you get in there if you can. It is just kind of like soft. It breaks pretty nicely, but you know what's funny is I want to dislike this more than I do. So maybe it's because I haven't done a review in a long time. This is actually not horrendous. Now, to be fair, I do not love it by any means. So I wouldn't go as far as to say as I've had a protein cookie. I wouldn't go as far to say that I've had a protein cookie now that I actually enjoy. But this to me tastes pretty much exactly like the Quest protein cookies. 7 grams of fiber, 10 grams of protein, and 170 calories. I mean, it's really not horrible. Taste-wise, it's actually fine. It's not repulsive, but it is about as generic a protein cookie taste as you can get. Like, if you've had any protein cookies out there, maybe not even just the Quest ones, but other ones, they all kind of have the same kind of texture, consistency, smell, flavor. So this is like right middle of the road, but I have had worse. I guess I'll finish it, and that's always telling. So because I haven't done these in a long time, I have no idea where I'm at with my scale, what I've given other protein cookies, but it's like a 6 out of 10, I guess. It's average, but on the protein cookie scale, like average is obviously 5, like middle of the road, but on the protein cookie scale, it's on the higher end. So we'll go 6 out of 10, I suppose. Like always, I appreciate comments, messages, whatever. Let me know if there are protein cookies that you've had that you enjoy, because, I mean, if I can find one that's like an 8, 9, I doubt I'll find one that's a 10 on the scale, but if I can find one that's high on that scale, I'll eat them all the time. The idea of a protein cookie is great, and good cookies are just phenomenal. It's hard to have something better than a really good cookie. I'm just not convinced that there's a really good protein cookie out there. So if you believe that there is, let me know. Otherwise, I will keep buying cookies like this, and I will keep trying those.